Okay, so in the first clip feature cell, we're going to right click in basin and fill. In the remaining, we also did basin. So the last set of parameters to fill in are for output feature class. And the first one we're going to do is output feature class. We just put it flat zone, that's fine. We click OK. Just close this out. Click OK. And I don't think I have to do anything right now for the new version, and click validate. So, and then I just click check because earlier I think I did flat zones. So that's why we have a clip 2 here. And for the check value bottom, it validates the cell value in the batch grid. So you can just click check values. And in the case of output feature class, populates the file name with default based on the current work place. And then we can also enter the file name only one by one, but not filling in a large number of rows. You can enter the name here in 1 or 2 or 3. That's fine. But for filling a large number of rows, the check value button provides a quick method. It's this one. And we can check values to these values by modifying a single cell, for example, by double-clicking in the cell or right-clicking in the cell and click Open. So the batch tool is now ready to run, and we just click OK. And once the tool runs, the 4 output feature classes are added to the ArcMap table of contents. And then we just wait a little bit, okay? And then we're going to set the geoprocessing options. Is this still running? I think so. Roads clip. Oh, I don't think it added for me. So flat zone, clip, 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 clip. Alright, row clip. Not this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Going to add them. So now if I invisible this, there. So you can see I got everything just within the basin. Put basin back. Alright. Legs clip. There. Legs clip, I cannot see. Maybe put on top. There. Legs clip is right here. Legs clip. Perfect. Alright, so then we're going to set the geoprocessing options. Sometimes when you run geoprocessing operations, you encounter a situation where you might want to override the existing data. For example, you may realize you made a mistake and want to run the tool again using the same name you already used for an output feature class. And this is a common scenario when running models. By default, geoprocessing tools do not overwrite existing datasets, but this is a setting you can change. First, we're going to modify the geoprocessing option to prevent overwriting files. So we're going to go to geoprocessing options, and on the ArcMap menu bar, we click on geoprocessing and geoprocessing option, and under the general heading, clear the overwrite. So check and clear the overwrite output of geoprocessing options, and then the check box, and then we click OK. Right now it's not clicked, and it's close it out for us. Next, take a look at the following example that I will provide, and open the clip tool dialog box, and then for input feature, we're going to select soils. soils. And then for clip feature, we're going to basin. All right, and then the soil clip 1, because we run it again. And notice that by default, in the naming of the output feature class, ArcMap recognized that the soil clip feature class already exists, and therefore the name soil clip 1 is entered. And we're going to change the name of output feature class to soil clip, and not 1. There. And then click outside the input box for this parameter, and we can see that that there was a error message. Then since the name is already exists, an error icon appears indicating that the tool will not run because the result already exists. So next, modify the geoprocessing option to allow for overwriting files. So options, and then check, click OK, and there, close it out. And under this, we already checked the override the output of geoprocessing right here, options, operations, and then we can just click OK again. Source. Click cancel. Source. Basin. There. And now instead of an error message, here we get a warning message. So on the Clip to dialog box, the error icon has become a warning tool, right? A warnings icon. The warning message says that the output feature class soil clip already exists, but this will not prevent the tool from running. So if we click output feature class dataset is already exist. So although the changes to the geoprocessing options take effect immediately, you still have to close it out, the window. If not, it might not like it. Maybe in your computer you could just update it real quick, but I have to close it out. Click the clip tool again. So you may need to retype the name of the output feature class on the Clip Tool dialog box for an error icon to disappear. I had to close it. So we do not have to run it. So we could run it. So see, clip, and it's the same result. We're going to explore models and model builder. Models are one way to create a sequence of geoprocessing operations in ArcGIS. Like tools, models are organized in toolboxes and toolset within Arc Toolbox. Before creating a model, then you need to create a toolbox to store it. So on the ArcMap standard toolbar, and I already did. So I right click on this and then new toolbox, which I did. So I just named it toolbox. And we expand the connection folder in our head here data exercise 2. We navigate to the exercise 2 folder and right click on this, which I did, and right click on it, and then you get to new. So now I did earlier previously, I right click on model and I can just add it right now. And if not, you can just right click on it and create a new folder. So, and I save it and I gave the model name called model test, and on the model builder menu we didn't do model property, so right now I'm going to do model property. So model property, and we bring the model property window, and for name I did was model test, but now I'm going to just follow it to do flooding. And for label, I can just do flooding analysis. And the name indicates the actual name of the model. So this name is used when calling the model from other tools in the ArcGIS. The name cannot contain any space. The label indicates the label that will appear next to the model tool in the toolbox. The label can contain spaces. So the name cannot contain, but the label you can, okay? So on the General tab, we're going to select Store Relative Path instead of Absolute Path. So, and then click OK to close the Model Property dialog box. And on the Model Builder tool, we're going to click Save Model. There. And notice that this updates the label of the model, and you can see the label and the heading of the model itself. Now we are ready to start adding elements to the model. There are several ways to add data and tools to the model. The first one is Add Data Tool button on the Model Builder. Right click in the model. It's right here, and you can just click Add. Navigate and click Add. Or you can right click on here and Add Data or Tool, or you can just drag it here. So we're going to drag it this time, but here I don't need anything right now, so I just click Delete. And the first one I need is flood zones, and then I need basin. There. And then I need the clip tool. Alright. So, as the layer were added, their oval symbols were given a fill color blue because the file name for this data variable is specified. When the clip tool was added, its rectangle symbol remained hollow because the tool's parameter have not been specified yet. Hollow symbols indicate that a model is not ready to run. In addition, by its very nature, the clip tool produces an output feature class. So this data variable is automatically added to the model, even though it is not pointing to an output feature class yet. So connect also need to be added. It's this one, connect, to make the model ready to run. So the layer, basin, and flood zones needed to be connected to the clip tool. There are two ways to connect the appropriate connector. We can just use this icon and click this and click Input, or we can open the dialog box and specify the tool parameter. So I'm going to open it up, and you can see the input feature already there, and the clip feature will be basin. So, and in the model, not on the Arc toolbox, double click the clip tool to open the tool dialog box, so which I did. And now we can specify the tool parameter as we normally would do for a tool. For the input, I already linked previously, and or you can just go to the drop down menu and get the flood zone, and then basin, it will be the basin. For input features are just like a clip features. Clip feature is the one you need to cut, and the clip feature is like a cookie mold that you cut it using the shape. So for input feature, we click the drop down menu, and the drop down list shows all the available layers in the Arc map table contents, as well as the data variable already added to the model. So the one added, it's already turning the color, like you see the cycle mark in blue color, and this explains why flood zones and basin occur twice on the list. And click the flood zone data variable, which already it is, the one with a blue symbol front of it for input feature, and click the basin data variable for clip features, and for set output feature class to this, and it's already automatically populated. So, and then we click OK to choose the tool dialog. And when we click OK to close the dialog